You know, the environment down there was always tough in Trenton, but you know, there was a paper headline the other day here: a gap grows into a chasm in a political divide on the budget in Trenton. Is that really where it's at right now, Lou?
I don't think so. You know, I think a lot of this is sound bites and trying to, people are trying to still position themselves. I think New Jersey is beyond that. We need to get beyond that. We need to get beyond the partisan bickering. We had a revenue shortfall over the next 2 years of a little over $700 million by OLS's standards. The Treasurer's off by about $250.
That's the Office of Legislative Services. That's the nonpartisan view of that thing. For 1 second, give everybody at home, if you can, how big this state budget is, and really what we're dealing with both the governor proposes this budget, as the saying goes, and the legislature disposes of it, right? But on this case, he proposed the budget in the spring, and then he hands it to you, and you're in the process of just finishing up before you have to pass it on the last day of June.
Yes, the budget in total is about $29 billion. And you would think $29 billion is an awesome sum of money. You should be able to solve everybody's problems with $29 billion. And the state government does a lot of very good, needy things. But at the end of the day, there are areas that are still struggling, that revenues are down, that when you think that 38% of that budget goes to public education, kindergarten, 12th grade, over half goes back to municipal aid, the people that are falling through the cracks right now are groups like seniors and others. The governor has made a presentation and a proposal. He's talked about shared pain. In some cases, that's true. In other areas, we've wiped out programs that affect some of the most vulnerable in New Jersey. We, as the legislature, receive that proposal, as we do every year, from every governor, and we start to have public hearings. You guys have covered those hearings, and you hear from rank-and-file senior citizens, rank-and-file residents of this state, people that are impacted by every level of government, and what the governor's proposal is. We hear those concerns, we hear those criticisms, and then we work in a bipartisan fashion. The committee's made up of Republicans and Democrats, and we try to fix problems. One of the recent areas where, well publicized during the budget hearings, was the involvement of the senior citizen prescription PAAD program, where the governor had originally proposed a co-payment of $310 for seniors who make $29,000 a year and less and live in New Jersey, to pay $310 for their drugs before they could receive their drugs. We've heard from many groups, healthcare groups, advisors, senior groups, that say those seniors will ration those drugs. And if they ration those drugs, they're supposed to take 1 pill a day, they'll take it every other day, they'll get very sick, they'll end up in our hospitals. We worked in a bipartisan fashion to address that. The governor heard the concerns and came back to us with a presentation that the point had been made, and we had to scrap that idea and start over. All right.